Hi everyone, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm live this afternoon with Stuart Colclough from Flex Power Tools. Hi Stuart, thanks for joining us.
Hi, hello.
We were going to go outside and do a demonstration, but we're having a few technical difficulties with internet connection. So Stuart's going to show you the machine out inside here, and also going to be talking about the product and taking your questions in a live Q&A. So for anybody that's not been on the platform before, I can see you've all found the comments box. Feel free to carry on commenting in the comments, and I'll read some of those out as we go along. If you do want to ask a question, there is an Ask a Question tab below myself and Stuart on the screen, and if I could ask you to hit that tab, type your questions in there, and it will just help me to keep things flowing smoothly throughout the session. If you have joined us live on Facebook and you want to get involved in the conversation, it's not too late. You can hit the link that's in the post on Facebook and come and join us in here and put your questions to Stuart. If anyone would like to come on the screen, if you want to just type in the comments box that you've got a question, you'd like to come up, and you can speak to Stuart live in person. If not, as I say, if you could just put them in the questions tab and I will read them out for you. So I'm going to pass over to Stuart now, and he's going to show you the product. And I'll see you all in a little while.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stuart Colclough, and I'm the UK and Irish sales manager for Flex Power Tools. I've been working for Flex for 12 years, and I've seen a lot of changes over the years, and a lot of new machines come in, etc., etc. We've recently, the last couple of years, just gone on to brushless machines. So we used to do brushed. We still do some brushed, but it's all mainly brushless machines now. Traditionally, we've served the natural stoning industry. So we do polishes and saws for monumental masons, etc. Metal polishing and grinding as the inventors of the angle grinder, which we'll go through later. Construction and renovation, so the paint and decorating industry, as well as builders, etc. Automotive, car detailing, that's a huge industry for us. Machine polishing had the biggest growth market in 2020 and expects an equally as big a growth in 2021. So that's Flex, and that's me. So we're starting off with the what we call the ORE, so that's the ORE5-150 EC. For those people who don't know what EC stands for, I can tell you it's not European conformity. It actually is a word for confirm it's brushless motors. So if you Googled EC, it would come up brushless motor technology. We are the only company in the world on power tools which uses the word EC in its genetic name. So this is the ORE150 5mm orbit. I did want to demonstrate this morning. I'm all set up to demonstrate it. I have flex banners out and everything. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi connection is not working to its normal strength, and I've had to come inside. So without falling out with the wife, I'm unable to do demonstrations. The actual machine is the only one in the world which has a multifunctional hole configuration. It will take any brand, any make, Merkur, Festool, 3M, Kingsport, Flex, you name it, it will go on it. In fact, because of lockdown and because of Brexit, I've been able to get any stock. I've had to go to B&Q and buy some of their own branded paper for the demonstration, which I can't do. So it comes with a dust extraction bit here. So this takes away up to 90% of all dust, but you can, of course, connect it onto a normal dust extractor, whether that's a Flex, Merkur, Festool, you know, whatever. It will connect on with the universal connector. I've got to say, though, this is excellent. It's very easy to clean and maintain. If you get a paintbrush, a fine one, and just clean it at the end of each day, it'll keep that filter working for a long time. And it just, as I say, connects onto there. It's a 400 watt machine, 6,000 to 10,000 RPM, with an orbital load speed of 1,200 to 2,000. 5mm orbit. It's also available as a 3mm orbit. Noise-wise, very quiet. That's at the lowest speed. Take it up to mid speed. To high speed. And instant stop. How about that? Absolutely superbly made machine, just like all other Flex products. It comes with a 3-year warranty, as long as you register the warranty on the Flex website within 30 days of purchase or downloading the Flex app and register it on there. You will be given a certificate, and that will last you for 3 years. So that's the ORE5-150 EC. We only do it in 150mm, but we do it in 3mm and also 5mm orbit. I'd like to go into a PowerPoint presentation, which I prepared now, if you don't mind. Hopefully I get it right. I did in the test run. 2 seconds, bear with me. Share. Slideshow from beginning. I'm hoping that's working. Paula, can you see that?
Hang on.
So,
no, it's at the bottom, Stuart. You need to focus the screen. Let me have a look, see if I can do it for you. Right, do you want to try sharing it to your screen? Because it just came up as a little tiny icon at the bottom where I am.
Right, 2 seconds. Sorry, gentlemen. Sorry, ladies. Or ladies and gentlemen. We'll get this sorted. Just bear with me.
So if you click on the share at the top, the share screen, remember?
Yeah.
And then it'll give you the option and you want to share it.
Share. Is it coming up there now?
It's still at the bottom. Let me see if I can focus it. There you are. It's on now. So you need to put it to slideshow, Stuart, and then you can show it.
From beginning. There we go.
That's it. There you go.
Cool. So the ORE3/5, that's 3mm or 5mm 150 EC Brushless Orbital Sander. It's got the Orbital Sander integrated dust extraction, which I showed you at the beginning. It's got the most universal pad pattern in the world. It's got a long life brake pad structure, best price and performance ratio on the market. So there we have some pictures of for flex, more flexibility for small work with its integrated dust extraction. I'm not sure if this bit will work, but I'll try it. It did work through the trial. This, I'm going to click on the video. It shows the dust extraction efficiency in the dust box. You need to be looking at the dust box as closely as you can if it works. 2 seconds. So you saw that if you look closely, the dust was being sucked in very, very well. It really is a brilliant dust extraction mode. So it's compatible with all papers, Festool, Merkur, Bosch. They're the 3 big ones. Of course, as I said, I've got the B&Q paper, and they all fit it. It's impossible not to. And we're the only one in the world. There you go. A few images there. Flex fits all. It's got a metal pin brake rather than a rubber pin brake. It brakes really quick. You saw it brake, and it's got a 400-hour life instead of 20 hours. 400-hour life instead of 20 hours. That's a huge difference. Right. Lowest vibration, Festool, Merkur, Flex, the 3 top ones. You will see there's like a ping pong ball which has things, and you can see the vibration of each machine. You'll see the Flex has got the lowest. Just bear with me 2 seconds. Look at the ball.
Oh, it's not showing.
I'm not sure if that video works right through, but we do have the lowest vibration level of all of the standards on the market, and that's a fact. 1.32 over 1.34, 1.80 from America. So optimal grip allows optimal grip in different scenarios thanks to the signal switch in the lock-off position, and then obviously it shows you one which is in a more difficult area. So you got a 400 watt machine with a 3mm or 5mm orbit. Pad size is 150. It's both machines have a Velcro multi-hole. Both are brushless motors. Everything is the same between the 3 and the 5mm orbit. And if anyone asks a question, do we do this in 110 volt? At this moment in time, we don't. The overall consensus is it's not a big enough market either, so it's doubtful that we'll do it in 110 volt, just 240 volt. However, we will go cordless with this machine in the next 12 months. So the AC motor drive has got a 10 times longer service life. It's got a 30% higher performance. It's got 100% better ergonomics. It's got an easy to touch on-off switch locking as well. It's the only one in the world which has a universal pattern configuration, self-dust extraction, variable speed, specifically engineered pad brake, longer life. The prices, you can buy it in a cardboard box or in an L box. The cardboard box version, as you can see, is around about $285. These are full recommended retail prices, by the way. You can probably buy them less expensive, but not a lot less, from flex dealers, whether it be local or online. If you want it in an L box, which is the Sortimo boxes, the same as Bosch and the same as all our flex boxes, that's $329. So whether it's a 3mm or 5mm orbit in a cardboard box or in an L box, it's $285 or $329, full recommended retail price. The symptom accessory multi-hole pad, you can see there how it all works. If anyone wants this PowerPoint presentation, I'm more than happy to send it to you. But it tells you there how it's all been configured out. That's the end of the PowerPoint presentation, Paula. So okay. I'll just come out of there. I'm back with you.
I'll just focus us back on the screen.
Stop sharing. There we are. Are you there?
Okay, you're here. Let me get you back on the screen with me. Hold on. Okay, I am here. Can't figure out why I can't come back on the screen with you like before. I can speak to you from here, Stuart. You can see me. Okay. Yes. So there you saw, everybody, that was the presentation of the Festool, the Flex ORE5, sorry, slip of the tongue, Flex ORE5-150 EC Orbital Sander. Now, we have got one of these machines that we're being given by Flex for our competition. And if you'd like to enter, I'm going to put a box up at the bottom of the screen so that you can click through and join our competition following the session. We have got some questions coming for you, Stuart. I've got a question here. What dust rating is on the extractor filtering? Is it L or M?
So what was that question again, Paula?
What dust rating is on the extractor filtering LM?
Well, if it's just this bit you're talking about, it's L, because it's not a proper dust extractor. The Flex dust extractors, which would fit in this machine, and it's L, M, or H. So we do the low velocity, we do the medium velocity, and we do the HEPA as well.
Okay. And are you also doing delta sanders in this range?
We do have a Delta sander, we have a quarter sheet sander, and obviously we have the orbital sander.
Okay, fantastic. And are they geared like the Festool Rotex? By Vincent.
I don't know about the Festool Rotex on the gearing, but yes, everything's if it's the same or similar, it is definitely geared though.
Okay, and we got another question here from Damien Creedon. Are they available in 110 and 140 volt? And are you going to be doing any package deals, including, say, the extractor?
Okay, well, I think I've answered that question in the actual PowerPoint presentation. Yeah. We are currently only doing it in 240 volts. There is no plan to do it in 110 volts. I have done what's that survey? I've asked quite a lot of people if there's a market for it, and there's not a big enough market for it. However, the good news is that tool will go cordless, hopefully in the next 12 months, which takes away the voltage problem anyway. Reference deal with dust extractors. The deal, there is a deal coming off, but it's with actual abrasives, and it's down to the dealer who's selling a machine whether he wants to do something with a dust extractor or not.
Okay, and what are the pros and cons of 3mm versus 5mm?
So usually the 3mm is generally used in the automotive industry for metal, for removing paintwork of cars, etc., in preparation for respray or something. There's 5mm generally used in your industry, in the paints industry, for general sanding.
I've got another question. Oh, these questions are coming in thick and fast, which is fantastic.
It is for you.
If you would like to come up on the screen and talk to Stuart, I can bring you up on the screen if you want to have more of a conversation. Or if you're happy to just, I mean, if you do want to come up, you can just type in the comments that you'd like to come up and say hi. If you are happy enough for me to just ask you questions, then carry on popping them in the comments, in the questions box for me. So Mark would like to know, how does the weight compare to the Festool?
Yes, sorry, I didn't mention the weight, did I? The weight is actually 1.65 kilogram. I don't really worry about our competitors. I focus on the Flex brand. So I don't know what the weight is of a Festool or any other brand, but ours is 1.65 kilogram.
Okay. I've got a question from Andy. He's saying, do you get a warranty? I think you did cover it in the PowerPoint, didn't you? Do you want to just run over that for Andy?
Okay, so if you purchase the machine from a dealer, you will get a 3-year warranty on everything. That includes cordless and batteries and chargers. You have to register it within 30 days, however, on the Flex website, or by downloading the app from the Android or iPhone apps. You can do either register online or from the app, but you have to do it within 30 days. If you fail to do it within 30 days, you'll revert back to the normal 2-year warranty, but you still need your proof of purchase. Okay,
there we go. So there's your answer about the warranties. So I've got a few questions for you, Stuart. Who were the two people who invented the first electrical angle grinder, and what year was that?
Well, it was Ackerman and Smith who started the business up, and it was Ackerman and Smith who invented it, and it was 1954.
Okay, and what year was the first Flex drywall sander launched?
So the first drywall sander, which was a combination of two companies actually, it was Flex and Porter Cable in the US. Flex and Porter Cable were one in them days, and it was actually 1997.
And where is Flex GmbH headquarters located?
It's a small town called Steinem, which is approximately 50 kilometers north of Stuttgart, heading towards Nuremberg. It's beautiful, by the way.
Oh, lovely. Who brought Flex in 2013?
So the company was purchased by one of the biggest power tool manufacturers in the whole world, a company called Shervon, which is a company based in Nanjing in China. They also own quite a lot of other brands, including the Ego brand of 56-volt lawnmowers, cordless, which are arguably the best in the world. But Chevron as a company also manufacture for different companies, big power tool companies, big name power tool companies, which I can't actually mention.
Okay. Well, you know the GE7 drywall sander, you've got a number of heads for that, haven't you? How many heads can be fitted to it?
So you get, there's 4 heads. You've got the standard round head, the traditional round head, which you find on any flex drywall sander, Vestal, Merkur, cheap Chinese, less expensive Chinese models. So it's a round head. You've also got then a segmented head, which allows you to run along edges, etc., of ceilings. You've then got a triangular head, which also runs along edges. And then you've got an oscillating orbital head, a centric head, which is new, which apparently it does actually sand much quicker and cleaner, and you get a smoother finish. But it doesn't come with the machine. It's an extra.
That's an extra. And how many cordless tools does Flex have in its range? As if you was looking at the Flex website, how many cordless tools are there?
So I counted it the other day. We do 78.
Wow, that's quite a lot, isn't it?
78 and growing.
So if you want to look at any of those machines, if you are looking at cordless machines, if you take a look at the Flex website, which is flex-tools.com, and you'll be able to have a look at the full range of Flex products on there.
Yeah, please, Paul, if you don't mind me, it's just saying that, don't get mixed up. It's www.flex-tools.com. We do not have a UK company. There are UK companies out there which look like Flex websites.
Okay, no problem. And Flex vacuum cleaners have 3 types of filtration, the LM and H. What does H stand for?
HEPA, and HEPA is the only one which works with asbestos. It's also the most expensive one, and it's very rarely used apart from in a building where asbestos is present. The one which most people would buy in working on construction sites would be the M class, the medium velocity. If you're working from a workshop, you could probably get away with an L class.
Okay, so is the M class the minimum that can be used on construction sites?
Well, it's arguably it is, but some site foremen will allow L class, but you say you're better off with an M. You're safer.
Okay, and what other tools in the Flex range would suit the trade decorator?
So obviously, I mean, Scotland and England are very different, actually. Scotland decorators drywall sand. In England, drywall sand is done by dry liners. But to cover both, it's obviously drywall sanders, long neck sanders. Obviously, we do the sander that you've seen this morning, the ORE Orbital Sander, the same machine as a delta sander, as an orbital sander, etc. Any cordless tools, you're drilling holes, you're screwdriving, you're sawing wood, jigsaws, circular saws, it's all there. Nearly everything that we do, apart from obviously the specialist stone tools or the specialist metal tools, would be you would have use for in your industry at some point.
Fantastic. And I think we've come to the end of our questions from the group, unless there's anything anybody else would like to know. Stuart, is there anything else you'd like to tell us about Flex?
Flex is obviously, as a company, we're always looking at expanding our range and growing the business with new products, etc. We have a great innovation department, a great department which is always looking at producing fantastic machines. The cordless range is just going to get huge. In fact, the drywall sander has just gone cordless this year. Our Flex GE7 type machines just gone cordless. So we're always bringing out new products, but there's a lot of emphasis on cordless, and that's the way we're going forward long term.
Fantastic. Well, I have got one more question from Damien Creedon. He says, is there a difference in the finish provided by the 3mm compared to the 5mm?
No, it's just really 3mm, as I said before. It's generally used in the automotive industry, and 5mm in wood and paint. So it gives you a nice smooth finish in either, whether it's metal you're sanding with a 3mm, or wood with a 5mm, or plaster with a 5mm as well.
So it's just about having the right millimeters application for the application you're doing, isn't it?
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, it would be the 5mm that you would use in the industry that you guys are in, girls are in.
Okay, brilliant.
And someone's asking the question, is it available in Ireland? And it is available in Ireland, yes.
Okay, fantastic. So guys, if you want to enter our competition, you can hit that enter competition bar and it will take you through to the competition page where you just need to fill in your details and be in with a chance of winning the Flex ORE5-150 EC Orbital Sander. Thank you all for joining us this afternoon. We will be back live at 4 o'clock for another session. If you're around then, please log on and join us. If you've not yet registered, then please go on to the Trade Decorator website, and there's a full listing not only of today's events but of everything that's running right through to the 26th of February. Thanks everyone for joining us. Thank you, Stuart. Thanks ever so much.
Cheers, bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.